All right, guys, welcome back to TD Sports Talk once again today. We have some news out of mandatory minicamp. I'm very excited. Every camp that we have, it just means we're getting closer and closer and closer to preseason. I really want the regular season to start, but preseason about the first week of August. So we pretty much have about 2 months to go. And I can't wait. I wish it was 2 days. But with that being said, some major things coming out of mini camp. It's a lot to discuss, but it's just two things that I want to talk about right now, and that's Ryan Tannehill and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Okay, a lot of talk from Tannehill. He's feeling good. He's looking good. He's just sharpening his tools, basically. Getting a lot of reps in, being able to play with the offense, being able to fill out the defense. But all reports, are headed towards the direction that Tannehill is looking very good. He's looking sharp, like he never even lost the beat. So I'm glad to hear that news about Ryan Tannehill. That's very exciting. If we can get that from him the entire season, that's exactly what we're going to need to make this run to the Super Bowl. Now, on the other side of the ball, Minkah Fitzpatrick has me even more pumped because everyone's actually talking about the guy. Ryan alluded to the guy saying that he's doing a lot of things right. Said that, he made a mistake, but he's the type of guy that, is out there trying to correct his mistakes. And that he's flying around and that he's moving very, very fast. And that's always a good sign for a rookie. Don't have any jitters, no bugs. Also was able to catch his media press conference after training. And man, I'm just very impressed with Minkah Fitzpatrick. You can tell he's just a winner. He's a confident young man he even said himself, he's not here just to say, hey, I'm a first round pick. He's coming to make a name for himself in the Miami Dolphins organization. So with that being said, we have to make sure that we support this guy from day one because he's going to be something special for our team. If you don't believe that, then you need to check the film. I know it is yet to be seen. A lot of people are supposed to be something in this league, but there's a lot of people who have a lot of experience and great background in the NFL who already says that this kid is going to be a stud in this league. Now, the one thing that is a little controversial coming out of training camp, mini camp, is, we haven't really discussed it, but it's a little shaky at the position because we know Rashid Jones. I don't see him losing his position whatsoever. But you also have TJ McDonald, who has been playing very well. And then you have Minkah Fitzpatrick. So you pretty much have three safeties. Now, Minkah did say that he's been playing strong safety. He's been playing free safety. He's also been playing a little bit of nickel, which we just made Bobby McCain the highest paid nickel. So it's kind of real interesting to see how they actually going to use Minkah. Are they going to just sub him out for every open available player who's tired? If Rashid Jones needs a rest, he goes in. If TJ McDonald needs a rest, he goes in. If, Bobby McCain needs a rest, he goes in. I don't know. Or does TJ lose the position? I really don't know. I couldn't see Bobby McCain losing his position, especially if you're going ahead and signing him on an extension like you did, making him the highest paid nickel. I can't see Rashid Jones losing the position. Is it TJ McDonald who's going to be replaced at the position as a starter and come off the bench as a good backup? I don't know. It's a lot of questions to be answered. But one thing that was alluded to that had me thinking actually is kind of somewhat exciting, Someone suggested that maybe Miami our Dolphins will be running a 4-2-5 off defense. And that's rare. Most people haven't heard of a 4-2-5 defense. And those of you who aren't as football savvy, that means four. The four represents how many linemen. That's pretty standard. Some people run a three, but we run a four defensive line. And the two represents the linebackers. And that might be a possible way to go since we have a lot of questions at linebacker. We have a lot of talent, but two of the linebackers aren't proven. I like to say both of them are rookies, even though one of them got drafted last year, but he got injured, so never even played an NFL snap. So that's a huge possibility that we may be running a 4-2-5, and that two being the linebackers with Kiko Alonso and whoever wins the second position. And when it comes to the 5, that's how many defensive backs you got. That includes the safeties. Again, we know Bobby McCain is probably going to hold down the nickel. We know Rasheed Jones is pretty much going to hold down the safety position. TJ McCullough is probably going to hold down that other safety position as well. And then on the other side, I don't know who's gonna be competing, whether it's Lippett or I don't know who's gonna compete for that other cornerback position. But with that being said, that's 4. Where does Minkah Fitzpatrick fit in? With his talent, his speed, and his ability, we might actually have one of those freelance roamers all around the field in Minkah Fitzpatrick. And I'm actually thinking that might actually be a really, really good look for the Miami Dolphins. Running a 4-2-5, having 5 defensive backs. One of our major issues has always been getting beat in the secondary, whether it be the linebacker or the secondary. There's no question that we should be a lot better in those areas, but just to have the 4 defensive backs and then a floater who pretty much will play as a DB or a safety, a third safety, and be able to come down and help on the run or just float around the field, hit a lot of disguise plays, stunts, fake blitz or disguise blitz. A lot more corner blitz where, one of the safeties veer out to guard the outside receiver. If we run that type of defense, it can be very interesting because it could be a defense that's new to Miami and that we haven't seen as far as how the defensive coordinator schemes and how creative he can get with the schemes. This is all speculation, but given the positional situation, it's not a bad look. It's not a bad idea. So I'm just wondering if whenever we do go into the real training camp, if these are some of the things that we're actually going to get a peek of or see them running a 4-2-5 defense, because it will be very interesting to see because we actually have run stoppers on our D-line. Whenever for the last few years, we actually haven't done terrible stopping the run. And to be honest with you, it'll be moments where in the last few years where our defensive run game would be ranked one of the top in the league. And then one game, someone goes off for 250 yards rushing, just all of a sudden. Like we will dominate the rushing defense. And then one game, it'll take us from a 5th place rushing defense to like a 19th. So I know we have a good rushing defense. We just have to be able to put it together on a consistent basis to where we maintain a rushing defense. So when people throw out stats, this is what your team is ranked in rush defense and stuff like that, you actually have to watch the Dolphin games. You have to understand the Dolphins and pay attention to them to really see, their ranking and how things, play out. That's why I don't put too much merit in all stats all the time because I know we have some good hole stoppers, some great run defense. But again, we'll see what the coaches decide. 4-2-5, I'm gonna actually vote for it. It's something that I'm actually interested in. If not, 4-3-4, it's still going to be exciting with the additions that we have. But I just like the element of even hearing 4-2-5. That's just a whole nother element. If we can stop the run, we can prevent a lot more from going over the top of us. So tell me what you all think. Do you like the idea of a 4-2-5, or do you think we need to just stick with the basic 4-3-4 and go from there? But tell me what you think. I'm interested in seeing what, Dolphin Nation thinks, not just my opinion on this matter, because I want to get a gauge of what everybody else feels, given our personnel. But make sure if you like the video, hit the like button, super subscribe the button, and let your friends and family members know about the channel, because if you're a Dolphins fan and you know others, let's take this journey together to the Super Bowl. I'm going to keep saying play without fear and have a bigger goal in mind, and us as fans, we need to do the same. Fins up.